Hello. Welcome back. This one's coming in a bit late. I've been in the throes of trying to make a film, a strange kind of intuitive film. I haven't written a script. I don't even fully understand what happens in it yet, but I've been shooting it, and it's low budget enough, it's low stakes enough where I can do that and I can feel safe. But there's still moments of pain, like when you're on set in the cold and the dark with your friends who are so kind, and you're changing the film roll inside the camera, and you just open it up and you feel the spaghettified roll inside, and you know whatever you shot is, you know, either heavily damaged or you didn't shoot it. And just that feeling. My film exploded in its chamber. But we live. We live to film another day.
Luke, you kind of look like this thing.
The record?
Yeah, you do.
How?
I don't know, but it feels like you're holding a mini you.
Is it the furry part?
Yeah.
I think that's it. But you know what? We recover. We're here. We're still here.
We smile.
Where are we? Donlands and whatever.
Wolverton.
Here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, East York.
Wait, what would it sound like if I lit this on fire?
Don't.
Do not.
It'd probably sound pretty crazy. Pretty wild.
Whoa. This is a guest episode. We have a special guest. This is our second guest episode. I was speaking to my buddy Caleb Rogers. He's a writer, he's a producer, filmmaker, musician, a whimsical stoic is what he once called himself when I forced him to write a bio for a film we were pitching. But yeah, we worked together on our thesis for film school, and he's a good friend of mine. And he plants trees in British Columbia for much of the year. And it's always funny when he comes back because it's like he just got out of a portal and is always like a little different. Like his personality is altered in some way, and he has some scrap of wisdom about what he learned. And this year he brought some cameras with him and got a ton of footage. And now he's working on this gallery show, this like video art documentary thing about just life out there in the bush. And so I asked if he wanted to bring some of it onto the podcast and talk through it. So here it is. I'm here with Caleb Rogers in the editing suite. We're going to record a podcast from his tree planted days. He's here. Hello.
I curated some sounds from this planting project that I shot this summer. I went tree planting from May 2025 to the beginning of August 2025. And I had a little DSLR camera and I had a GoPro. And sometimes there was a vibe of just like, what's so special about this? Like, we're in the middle of nowhere and literally nothing is happening. But I was like, that's kind of the thing that's happening. I wanted to just film an uncategorized amount of things. Like I just wanted to film whatever was like passing through my days out there and then sculpt the story in there.
Maybe avoid that. But this is all right. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm going to fidget with my clothes this entire...
Yeah.
Just only the loud clothes. I'm wearing pants that unzip into shorts right now. Right now, they're pants. Could be shorts at any moment. So right now, it's like a day off in camp. We drove 2 hours into Prince George, BC. And so we went to this Long McQuaid, and there's this tiny little thing there. It's called like called a kalimba. I think I was just like, this is just way too vibey not to get for my tent. It was so nostalgic and like so childlike. I was like, this is really gonna like comfort me after abrasive days out there. It was in rotation. People were enjoying it. That was a day off. And Quinn decided to go all the way out to the block alone, about an hour and 45 minutes to plant on a day off by himself. Very solitary and extra peaceful. And so I wanted to join him and just and see what was up. Planting is really meditative, and when you're around that, you couldn't feel more insignificant when you're seeing like kilometers and kilometers and kilometers, and you're just, you're not a part of any man-made structure. You're just in the grass somewhere. And this is good land. When it's not good land, sometimes you do hear Quinn echoing through the valley. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
That's the echo?
That was me imitating the echo. It wasn't that great.
I liked it.
Okay. It's like the perfect environment for you to be able to recognize when you're getting mad at things that you literally can't control. It's like, dude, I'm like angry at like a hillside. You'll hear it echoing the most on painful blocks, on ones that are littered with devil's club, which are these tall, stiff bushes that are thorned all the way up. And sometimes they grow as tall as like 5-6 feet. And then it kind of just feels like you're in like a jackass stunt. Time to like sprint through thorns for 11 hours. That'll break even the most stoic planter. You'll definitely hear some echoes along the valley, the land being like this mirror, and you're just screaming at this land. The only thing you're getting back is like the echo of your own scream. The land doesn't care. It's just there. It's just there. There's kind of this joke in planting. Yeah, you get back to the trucks and it's like, yeah, I thought about every single thing that I've remembered. You go, I've gone through my entire memory storage. Like I thought about every memory I had while planting. A lot of people end up thinking about their ex a lot. You hear that at the end of the day. Yeah, I thought about my ex again. I was pretty pissed. So it's a bit of an abrasive sound.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
It's the noise of boxes sliding out of the reefer, like semi-truck storage container. It's refrigerated and it's filled with all the trees that we need. And in the morning, if we have to reef, that means we go to that storage container and we grab those boxes and we start sliding them out.
Thanks.
So this is Dylan. He's from Australia. Is the sound of him cutting the wraps around the bundles of trees. He's pre-cutting them. Usually people rip them, but he's got a little strategy with a box cutter where he just takes them out and cuts them all at once. He was one of the top 3 planters in the company of hundreds of planters. Absolute machine, like definition of just like handsome. Just gets it done. Big fan of this guy. And now we're hearing him load up what is probably about 330 little treelings. You're carrying bags that are like 50, 60 pounds on for 11 hours. Things get sore joints, you get sore feet from the boots, but
My toes are going numb from how tight my boots are right now. I think they should be good after my first bag up. Thanks, boss.
Dylan's getting ready to head into the land. He's got bags full of trees on his hips. He's taking out his phone, play some music. He decides on Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd.
Cool. Let's go. Okay.
So Dylan's a very fast planter. And a lot of people in camp describe his technique as very machine-like. Every movement is very rigid, consistent, and really fast. You know, some people plant, they're very kind of fluid.
Nice.
And Dylan is just quite strong and rigid in his movements.
Dirt in the mouth. Red rot. In you go.
What's that?
So red rot is when a log or a dead log somewhere is in the middle of decomposing and it's not quite yet mineral soil, but it's still very easy to plant a tree in it. And so many planting contracts will say, hey, don't plant in red rot. But if you're feeling a bit cheeky, you just do it anyway.
Breathe.
You're always counting your trees at the end of the day, and it's a goal that is so quantifiable. There are so many goals that you get to and you don't know if you've reached them or not, but when it's just about sheer numbers and you're just doing it every day, and most notably, it's uninterrupted. This is the only goal I'm working for right now.
This sucks.
We'll talk about that. Dylan doesn't like the land he's in.
Yeah.
He's not a fan of it. It's really bushy. There's very clearly some thorns, and there's a lot of places that he can't plant.
Oh, this is deep.
So you have to spend a lot more time like maneuvering.
Yeah, you're just spending more time not planting, and you don't get any money to not plant a tree. The man's breathing heavy. It's technically like rucking. Like he's carrying massive amounts of weight, mostly on his hips, because it's most of the weight goes on the belt, and then you have two shoulder straps like a backpack. Anytime that shovel sound happens, that's another tree. And so if you pay attention to each shovel sound, you can tell how fast he's planting. It's about a tree every 7 seconds, maybe 8. Probably averages to about 20 cents a tree, $3 a minute. And it's up to you how long you want to keep that pace up. You don't have to take a break if you don't want to. You know, in those early days, people might gas out a bit early. But a lot of people in planting kind of refer to it as like an extreme sport. Dylan is either thinking about the number that he wants to hit or the numbers that other people in his crew are hitting right now. But that's kind of just an average. Maybe Dylan isn't thinking about that. Maybe Dylan is only competing with himself.
This is not good footage. This is bad. Bad.
Dylan's worried about the footage he's getting because he thinks he's planting slow. When my foreman, when he was planting, when he got his personal best, for 11 hours straight, he was just repeating to himself out loud, I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete. I'm an athlete. With every tree, he said, I'm an athlete. And he hit his goal. The hardest part of the job is the mental. Just like continually motivate yourself and to tolerate not taking breaks. Kind of like running. You know, you stop running, it's like, yeah, the run's done. And eventually, you know, it gets to the end of the day. And you get to hobble back to a truck and now you have permission not to think about anything.
You don't need to see this. It's garbage.
Turns it off. Sometimes I would be half awake, half asleep, and I'm in this double sleeping bag with Kate. And I'm like trying to move around because I'm dreaming that I'm like stuck in a bush planting, or I'm planting at night. You know when you're like half awake, but you still have like dream logic. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like scrambling around in my like sleeping bag, being like, oh, I can't move. This land sucks. And I'm like, no, it's 3 a.m. I need to go back to sleep. You really are selling your body when you're tree planting. There are like kind of chronic physical dysfunctions that you can really gain from planting for a lot of time. It's becoming like another life now if I keep doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to keep doing it though. I'm still a student. I'll be just coming out of university in time for the planting season. And there will be, an offer, which is planting, that will be financially a lot more lucrative than the other opportunities I have. That's kind of the cycle of like every planter. There's kind of this running joke where it's like every year is the planter's last year. Mm-hmm. And then you see them right back there again next summer. And they're like, yeah, well, you know how it is. I mean, people are also, these nights off, people are partying hard. That's the thing that's really interesting about planting is the intense contrast. It's like intense labor, and every 3 days, people are just like partying all night long. And then the next day they just sleep all day. There's this one guy who was a bit introverted, didn't talk to people that much, didn't exactly fit in. One night he bought enough Molly off the black market to share with all 50 people in camp. And they were partying inside the reefer because the reefer was empty. So they're partying inside the back of this massive semi-truck. And yeah, so you go from just this very, intense work environment, and suddenly everybody's on Molly for last night, and everybody's sharing very, very kind words. There are multiple cuddle puddles happening around camp. Some people are doing things that, are a bit more explicit. And that is just that's what goes on. If you are looking for a job that gets as far away from like corporate speak culture, that's planting. You get a lot of people who are transient, they just live in their van or something, and this kind of seasonal work suits their lifestyle really, really well. I think once in a blue moon you get somebody who has a warrant out for their arrest and doing seasonal work in the middle of nowhere really fits that. I had 30 patties to represent the 3,000 trees I planted. The vibe was pretty funny. Like, everyone was hanging out and like talking about their, like, just socializing, and I was kind of just on the end of the table, like a bit separated from other people, just like eating 30 patties to myself. Like, nobody was really like paying attention. Not that I wanted them to. This sucks. No, this is awesome. Just kidding. But just at the end, it was just like, okay, yeah, guys, I did it. And they're like, oh, nice. Good job, bro. Like, wow, I didn't need to do that. And I kind of just like made this up for myself.
Thank you for coming on the podcast, Caleb.
Dude, thank you for having me.
Do you want to promote anything? What do you want people to know about you? Do you want to be found?
Yeah, I don't know. You can put my email in there if they have questions about me or the footage or the footage.
They can email you.
They can send me a sweet old email. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that was that. Planting trees with Caleb. Hopefully you learned something there. That was a curious episode, but I'm happy with it. You can write into the show at donovanesquepod@gmail.com. Take a look around you, kind of place yourself in this moment in time and space in your life. It's all been leading to this. Where are you? How does your body feel? What's up? I'll leave you with a little night walk. Take care. I like these new shoes I got because they've got a cork sole. So the stepping sound is like very stock footstep sound. Like when I wear my running shoes, it's not as cool as this. Like it sounds like